Good afternoon, YouTube. This is man always George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, this is a day I want to recognize, a day of a great man that had, really represented, justice, equality, and just the fight for the rights that my people, the black people, wanted, just like everybody else, just to be seen as equal in the eyes of God and of society. As you know, today is officially the day of Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, and he was born January 15th of 1929. And he would have been 39 years old. Sorry, 93 years old today. I want to apologize. And Dr. King was a great man. You know, he fought for the rights for our people, and he did fight against injustice, and he believed in nonviolence, but he still was a man who fought for everything he did for us and all of us, not just for black people, white people, people of Jewish people who were, may have been homosexual. He fought for everybody. Now you might have different ideologies of what Dr. King says, but the truth is, he fought for justice for all, even those people that was against us. So, like I said, this is usually his birthday celebrate on the 17th because it's that's the holiday, but today, this is his birthday, and I want to recognize that, to respect this man for what he done, the sacrifices he's made, sacrifices his family and those people around him, and then we're still fighting. We're still fighting against injustice, inequality. There's still ideologies, people, even in the highest anarchies of this country, that does not want to see the truth of what this country has done over its years and its history, and it wants us to keep it quiet. Now, I found this speech he gave. It was a speech he gave at the Lincoln Memorial a little over 50 years ago. It's the I Have a Dream speech. Now, it's public domain, the speech, pretty much, I would say, so that means that YouTube will not give me a strike for playing it. I've seen other channels that played it, and also I've seen YouTube allow other stuff come out here. It's a double standard. But they not, if they do give me a strike for this, they know they're wrong, and you know what? I might play this for a civil attorney, so just to be, so I can have my maybe be fair play. So anyway, I want to recognize a great man who fought for civil rights, who fought for our people, and for who he was. Let's listen to the great late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. And every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when it happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Thank you, Dr. King.